and Jungkook have been together since high school, and as you have grown up, so has your relationship. You're both still young, but somehow things between you haven't gotten serious enough that you are crossed that line together. Even before marriage, it just feels natural, especially when you are being so close for so long. The funny thing is, you are the same age, but your lives couldn't be more different. Jungkook is already the CEO of his dad's company, coming from a wealthy family and being an only child. He didn't have to grow his waist up the ladder, he just slipped into the role as soon as he finished school. Now he has a sleek Mercedes and an incredible apartment in one of the city's most expensive neighborhoods. Meanwhile, you are still living with your parents, studying hard every day, juggling part time jobs, all to chase a dream. It's hard not to feel frustrated sometimes. Sure, you're proud of him, but that twinge of jealousy sneaks in more often than you would like to admit. It's like everything is handed to him while you are fighting for every inch. And the thing is, Jungkook knows sometimes he will tease you, saying, "You could have this life, you know all of it, just marry me and it's yours." The car, the apartment, and everything. You know he's half joking, but there's truth in his offer. Yet the thought of becoming his wife without standing on your own 2 feet first, it doesn't sit right with you. You know your cousins would be the first to throw around the term gold digger, and that's the last thing you want. You want to build a life of your own, to feel that sense of achievement and independence before you ever step into that role beside him. You are standing at the bus station, clutching your stomach and wincing in pain. After most classes, you would normally head over to Jungkook's apartment to spend some time together, and then he would drop you home. Not right in front of your house, though, just a few blocks away, a flashy Ferrari in your neighborhood that would raise 1,000 questions. People already whisper behind your back. The last thing you need is for them to start calling you a gold digger just because of the car you step out of. Today, though, you told Jungkook you weren't coming over because you had some work. The truth is, you are in too much pain to go anywhere. Stomach cramps have you doubled over a bench. But just as you press your hand against your belly to ease the ache, a red Ferrari pulls up right in front of you. Your eyes widen as Jungkook rolls down the window, waving for you to get in. You glance around quickly, noticing the curious and judgmental faces around you. Reluctantly, you open the door and slide into the passenger seat. "Hey baby," Jungkook greets you with a usual smile. "Jungkook, I told you I couldn't come today. I have work," you say, already feeling irritated. He leans back, raising an eyebrow. "Relax, baby. Why are you so angry?" "Why am I angry?" You gestures out the window where a few people are still staring. "Didn't you see how everyone was looking at me? They probably think I am a gold digger now." Jungkook laughs lightly. "Why do you care? You know you are not, and I know you are not. And honestly, what's so wrong about me spending money on my girlfriend? I like it." You sigh, shaking your head. "Jungkook, please, just tell me why you are here." Your voice is tight with irritation, and you don't want to argue. "I missed you when you said you couldn't come. I just couldn't stop myself coming here." You humble, leaning back and closing your eyes, hoping pain will ease up if you just stay quiet. Jungkook glances over at you. "Where should I drop you? My home? You don't have work anymore? No, just drop me at home." You reply, not wanting to explain how awful you feel. Jungkook reaches over, resting a hand on your arm. "If you're free, why don't we go back to my place? We can just hang out. Nothing more." "No, today, Jungkook, I can't." He pouts a little. "I promise we'll just cuddle." "Jungkook, just drop me at home or stop the car and I'll go myself." You snap, the ache in your heart adding to your irritation. You know you don't usually talk to him this way, but you can't help it today. Jungkook's face hardens as he turns up the music, obviously trying to avoid further argument. He stays silent, eyes on the road, and you can feel the tension in the car growing. After a few moments, you peek over at him and regret snapping. His expression is blank, but there is disappointment there. "Jungkook, I am sorry," you say, reaching over to the touch of his hand on the gear lever, but he pulls away immediately. He's quiet. I knew he won't talk when he's like this. His way of showing anger is through complete silence. You lean closer and place a soft kiss on his cheeks, hoping it will break the ice. "This Sunday, I will come to your apartment and we will spend the whole day together. I promise." Jungkook doesn't respond, doesn't even look at you, and you sigh, giving up. You lean back again, trying to ignore the pain twisting in your stomach. But as the time passes, the cramps become unbearable and you can't help but let out a low whimper. Jungkook head snaps towards you. What's wrong? Nothing, you lie, hoping he won't press, but his voice turns cold. Why answer me? What is wrong? Just stomachache. It will be fine. You wince again, realizing he's already switched to his strict mode where he won't take no for an answer. Jungkook's brows draw together. You call this fine? He immediately makes a U-turn. Jungkook, where are we going? The hospital. No, Jungkook, I am fine. It's just period pain. You try to convince him, but he's not buying it. He gives you a sharp look. If you say one more lie, I'll throw you out of this car. Don't forget we are involved. I know you'll cycle by now. Sometimes it comes twice a month, you mumble, trying to hold your ground. Oh, really? Then prove it, he says, narrowing his eyes. Take off your pants and show me. Your cheeks heat up. I am not doing that. Then sit quietly. He snaps, silencing you instantly. You press your lips together, facing the window and avoiding his gaze, feeling the weight of his disappointment again. After a few moments, he sighs, reaching over to gently rest his hand on your stomach. You'll be okay, he murmurs softly. You give a small hum, feeling comforted, but you brush his hand away. Try with both hands, please. I don't want to die. Jungkook pulls up in front of the great private hospital, its modern architecture looming tall above the surrounding buildings. He quickly exits the car, coming around to your side to open the door. Jungkook, I can't go in there, you say, feeling a surge of anxiety. This place is intimidating and too high end of your comfort. His eyes harden slightly and he keeps his tone firm. Out. You shake your head, folding your arms over your chest. No, I won't. I can't afford this place, Jungkook. He gives you a look of slight exasperation mixed with concern. Are you coming willingly or not? No. Without another word, Jungkook leans down and slips his arm under you, lifting you up in a swift, effortless motion. You gasp and begin to lightly his chest in protest, but it doesn't faze him. Put me down, you're so bad, you complain, embarrassed as you catch people's curious glances directed your way. Jungkook just smirks, carrying you through the entrance with confidence. Go ahead, punch me all you want with those little fists. I am not putting you down. You puri face your face in his chest, trying to shield yourself from the onlookers. Everyone's staring at us, you whisper, gripping his shirt tighter, half wishing you could disappear into it. I don't care, he says with a shrug, stepping into the reception area and setting you down on the bench with a surprised gentleness. As he heads to the reception desk to speak with the receptionist, you glance around, plotting an escape. When you are sure his back is turned, you stand up slowly and tiptoe toward the door, trying to slip away quietly. But just as you think you are about to make it, a hand catches your wrist firmly, stopping you in your tracks. You turn, already dreading the look you will see on Jungkook's face. His jaw is set, his eyes narrowed with clear disapproval. Sit here, Wine, he says, his tone warning. You let out a small whine, feeling cornered. Jungkook, I can't afford this place. Can we go somewhere else? His eyes softening for just a second. You don't have to pay, Wine. You know I won't let you pay either, you argue, still trying to pull up your wrist free. Let's just go to the normal clinic. Jungkook gaze softens for a moment, but his resolve is unyielding. No one has to pay. This is my mom's hospital. You blink in surprise, pausing as you take that in. Your mom's hospital? He nods, releasing your wrist but keeping you close by his side. She's not a practicing doctor, but she owns this place. Holds 65% of the shares, actually. The receptionist hands Jungkook a paper indicating the direction. Sir, Dr. Jung Ryo Will is waiting for you. Take the left corner. Jungkook thanks her and guides her toward the doctor's office. As you walk, you're still processing the revelation about his family's wealth. I thought you said she's an advocate. Jungkook nods, ushering you down the hallway. She is, but she's diversified her investments. This hospital is one of her main assets. It feels like each step you take reveals more layers to Jungkook's world, a world so different from yours. When you finally reach the doctor's cabin, Jungkook gently places a hand on your back, guiding you inside. Dr. Junks greet you both warmly, looking professionally yet approachable. Mr. John, Miss Wine, good afternoon. I understand you've been experiencing some pain. You nod, cheeks burning slightly from both embarrassment and discomfort. Yes, I have had this stomachache, but it will be okay. It is probably nothing serious. Dr. Jung gave you a kind smile, understanding the nerves. It's better to be safe than sorry. Let's run a few tests to see what's going on. He motions for you to follow him toward the test area. Jungkook stays back in the room, watching as you head toward the examination section. You give him a small reassuring wave before you go, but he just stands there, his expression full of worry and determination to make you sure you are taken care of. As you walk with the doctor, you can't help but think about Jungkook's world, the world he's opened up to you, even as you try to keep your own independence. Even though it's overwhelming, a small part of you is deeply touched by how he refuses to leave your side, no matter how uncomfortable you might feel about the situation. After 2 hours of various tests, the doctor prescribes you some medications and has you seated in a wheelchair, much to your annoyance. What's going on? You ask, eyeing the doctor with suspicions. Why are you making me sit in this? I can go home, right? The doctor smiles kindly but shakes his head. No, Miss Wine, you need to stay here until the reports come back. He glances at the nurse beside him. Mrs. Yon, please help her change into that gown. You blink stunned. Wait, what? Hey, at least tell me what's wrong with me. But the doctor simply nods at the nurse before leaving to talk with Jungkook, leaving you to stow in frustration. In the doctor's cabin, the doctor pulls Jungkook aside, speaking in a low tone. We can't be sure until we get the test results, but it looks like she may have an intestinal infection. We need to monitor her overnight to be safe. Jungkook nods, face tense. Of course, no problem. Can I stay with her? Certainly, the doctor replies. We have prepared a room for her 401. You can lay there whenever you are ready. Jungkook shakes his hand gratefully, murmuring his thanks and practicing rushes to the lift, eager to get back to you. As soon as he steps into the hospital, they spots you in a mini standoff with the nurse, the frowning, stubbornly refusing to wear the hospital gown the nurse is holding out. Jungkook, you call out as soon as you see him, running into his arms as though you have been rescued. Look at what she's trying to make me wear. Jungkook hides a smile as he pats your back soothingly. He turns to the nurse and gestures toward the table. Just leave it here, I'll handle it. You pull back, looking up at him in utter betrayal. You're supposed to be on my side. The nurse leaves and Jungkook cup your face gently. Wine, you have to wear it, baby. But why, Jungkook? You plead, feeling concerned. Because you are admitted to the hospital, he says, his tone matter of fact. Your eyes widen as you pull back slightly. What? Are you crazy? Admitted to the hospital over stomach ache? You have folding your arms. It's nothing serious. I get this kind of pain almost every day. Jungkook's face hardens a bit as he holds your shoulders firmly, which is exactly why it is serious. When you are admitted, and that is final. If you have more questions, you can ask the wall because I am done arguing. Now, hands up. Jungkook's sudden shift in the tone makes you realize he's not budging on this. Recognizing that he means business, you bite back a retort and reluctantly raise your arms, trying not to let him see your irritation. He removes your top with a gentle yet firm hand, slipping you gown over your shoulders. Once the top half is on, he raises an eyebrow, eyeing your pants. Are you taking those off or should I? You narrow your eyes, cheeks flushing as you mutter, I'll do it myself, thank you. You unbutton your pants and slip out of them, feeling a bit embarrassed but reminding yourself that it's not the first time Jungkook's seen you like this. Still, you throw the pants at him, smirking as little as hit the chest. Here, eat it. You say, plopping onto the bed with a triumphant look. Jungkook catches the pants, a hint of amusement in his eyes. If you keep this up, I might just eat you instead. He replies, his tone teasing, but with a serious glint that make your glance away. You cross your arms, huffing. Who do you think you are, my dad? His eyes glint with mischief. You know, I wouldn't mind if you call me daddy. You roll your eyes so your cheeks flush pink. Ugh, I hate you, Jungkook. He just chuckles, motioning for you to lie down. Alright, lay down. He heads over to the small closet in the room, carefully folding your clothes and putting them away. Watching this meticulousness, you feel a bit of the tension leaving your shoulders. With a sigh, you lay back on the bed, knowing that if you don't, he will probably force you to anyway. That's my good girl, he says warmly as he comes back to your bedside, noticing you complying. But you stubbornly shut your eyes, turning your face to the side, signaling that you are still mad. Jungkook chuckles at your defiance, taking a seat on the stool beside your bed. Alright, so what's going to tell you parents you are here? You or me? Eyes flies open and you sit up, panic flashing in your gaze. Are you lay down, Wine? He interrupts, his tone unyielding. Jungkook, come on, just listen. Want me to force you? He asks, his voice calm but with that You lie there feeling defiant as you glance up at Jungkook. You are being so bossy, Jungkook. I'm really not liking it. You grumble though you feel your body doing the exact opposite of resisting him, following his every command. Before you know it, you are already lying back down, making him smile in amusement. Raises an eyebrow, crossing his arm. So who's going to tell your parents about this? You or me? You instantly sit up, your eyes wide. Jungkook, are you trying to give my parents a heart attack? They would completely freak out. Why? He asked, looking unfazed. Just from hearing you are sick? Oh, from finding out I am admitted in a hospital of all things. They can't afford something like this, Jungkook. We are not rich like you. This place is way out of for us. You see, feeling frustration bubbling up. Jungkook just sighs, his tone softening as he looks at you. Didn't I tell you before? You don't have to worry about that. This is your mother-in-law's hospital, baby. He said with a slight smirk. Your eyes widen as you start to protest. They don't even know she's my mother-in-law. Wait, I'm not married to you. The mention of the marriage sets up something inside you. And without thinking, you grab a pillow and throw it at him, a mixture of embarrassment and annoyance flashing in your eyes. He catches the pillow, chuckling. All right, fine. We'll have the mercy on your parents and not tell them. Happy now? You exhale a sigh of relief, nodding. Yes, now let's go. Let's just get out of here. You sit up quietly, only for Jungkook to place a firm hand on your shoulder, gently but firmly, pressing you back down on the bed. Don't you dare, he warns. You whine, pouting at him. Why are you doing this to me, Jungkook? Did I make you my boyfriend just to torture me like this? His mug's brushing a stray strand of hair from your face. Of course, I was made for this moment. But you know, he adds, leaning in close, his eyes mischievous. There's one thing missing. If you only were pregnant. You gasp, glaring at him. Shut up, Jungkook. He chuckles, clearly annoyed, teasing you. Oh, don't worry. We'll definitely be back here one day, but next time you won't be talking like that. You will be screaming my name. Jungkook, this is happening because of you. You showed him a look that could freeze lava, your face red with a mixture of anger and embarrassment. You sputter, thinking of all the things you could say to him, but a sudden ringtone stopped you in your tracks. You glance at your phone and see it's your mother, mom calling. With your wide eyes, you shush Jungkook, who simply watches, trying to hide his smirk. Brian, your mom says warmly over the line. You won't be home tonight, your dad and I have some work to handle, so you'll have to call one of your friends to stay with you tonight. What? Are you guys okay? You ask, worried. Yes, we're fine, sweetheart, your mom assures you, but make sure it's a female friend and don't you dare think about calling your boyfriend over for the night, she wants, though you can hear the humor in her voice. Your eyes flick to Jungkook and you will smoothly. Don't worry, mom, I don't have a boyfriend, you know that. You both take care of yourself, okay? And make sure dad's not skipping any meals. You'll be fine, your mom says softly. I'll put some food in the fridge, so just warm that up if you're hungry and don't order from outside. Got it, mom. No takeout. Take care. Okay, bye. You hang up and let out a deep breath, relieved. At least now you don't have to make up an excuse to stay the night here. But then, as you turn back, you met with Jungkook intense gaze, his expression unbearable. Really, you don't have a boyfriend? He murmurs, the hint of smoke still on his lips as he stares you down. You catch Jungkook staring at you with that intense look in his eyes, and you frown confused. What? Why are you looking at me like that? His eyes narrowing a little. You still haven't told your parents about me, have you, Jungkook? You groan, feeling a headache coming on. I'm sick. I'm literally admitted in the hospital. Don't make me feel worse. And when are you planning to tell them? He asked, his tone firm, clearly not letting this go. You close your eyes and exhale, trying to gather patience. At right time, it hasn't come yet. Runs a hand through his hair, his frustration barely masked. The right time for me was the day you agreed to be my girlfriend. My parents have known you since then. Roll your eyes, muffling. My parents aren't as cool as yours, Jungkook. They wouldn't just accept it so easily. Trying to change the subject, you add sarcastically. Now you're going to find the doctor and ask what type of cancer they think I have. You know, since they have kept me here for so long. Cook face darkens, his jaw clenching at your sarcasm. Without a word, he stands up and heads out of the room, leaving you there feeling slightly guilty but also wondering if maybe you went a bit too far.